Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So on this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this apple pie. Oh my god, this apple pie is so delicious, and the recipe is awesome. I'm telling you the truth. I know you're going to love it. So let's get to the ingredients. So guys, these are the ingredients I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using some cinnamon, some brown sugar, something they call spelt flour. It's not an ordinary flour. I'm going to leave the name at the description. An apple. So check the description for all the ingredients, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to peel the apple. Like peel and slice the apple the way I want it to be. Okay. So the reason why I'm peeling the apple first, I'm going to marinate the apple with lemon juice to avoid the apple from getting dark. So after peeling the apple, I'm going to go ahead now to slice the apple to the shape that I want them to be. Just if you're slicing them, give them at least 1 centimeter each or a bit tiny. But I'm going to show you the size. This is the size I want mine to be. So just go ahead and slice all the apple. Now I'm done slicing the apple, as you can see there, and I'm going to add the lemon juice into the apple. You can add half lemon juice. I added 1 small whole lemon juice into the apple. So after adding the lemon juice into the apple, I'm going to mix them all up with my hand, and I'm going to send them to the fridge and allow them to stay there while I move over to the next one. So while the apple is in the fridge, or you can leave it out of the fridge, I'm going to cream the egg and the brown sugar together. Like I said, check the description for the complete recipe. So after adding the egg into the sugar, I'm going to cream them until they are fluffy, like until they become very creamy. So go ahead and do that. After creaming the sugar and the egg, go ahead and add the vegetable oil that you are using. Yes, it's vegetable oil we are using here. Mix them all up together until they are well combined. So the next step is to mix the baking powder and a little bit of salt, cinnamon into the flour that we are using. This is not an all-purpose flour. Like I said, check the description. So when you add first batch of the flour into the batter, go ahead and add 1 cup of yogurt. I'm using white Greek yogurt. So when you are done adding them, mix them all together and start adding the flour into batch by batch. Like what I did here, I added all the dry ingredients together. Like I mixed them all up together: flour, cinnamon, and baking powder with a little bit of salt. So I'm going to go ahead now to cream all the batter. So when you are done creaming, grease your baking pan and line them with oven pepper. I wet the oven pepper on water. So after putting the baking pepper on a pan, go ahead and put the first set of apple into the pan, just like you're seeing here. Add all the batter into like on top of the apple okay. So after adding the batter into the baking pan where you already added half of the apple, go ahead and add the remaining apple on top of the batter. Okay, just line all the apple together on top of the batter. So after I'm done putting all the apple, I've already preheated my oven at 180 degrees. So go ahead and preheat your oven first, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to pour over the apple powdered sugar. Yes. So if it can leave the powdered sugar, but it gives it an extra taste and it helps the apple to cook to become soft and crispy. So when you are done adding the sugar, go ahead and place the apple on a preheated oven, and allow them to cook for 40 minutes or until they are well cooked, when you put fork and the batter is dried. So here is the last result. As you can see, this is And when you remove it from the oven, please make sure you allow them to cool down before you remove them from the pan, okay? So I'm going to show you the down of the apple now. So this is the bottom of the apple. I'm removing the baking pepper that I used. So this is how it's come out, and this cake is so much delicious, guys. It's so much delicious. You need to give it a try. And this is the front, this is the final result. I enjoy making this recipe, and I'm going to be making, it's going to be one of my favorite apple cake. So I hope you enjoyed this video with me today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, share this video to reach others, and I will see you on my next video. God bless you all. Bye.